I almost feel ashamed. We've been here 5 minutes. Quite cool. It looks like a toilet brush. We thought we'd just make our own. You were over 100 out.
Do you want to explain this?
That's quite good actually. Which was really quite funny. I need help.
People knew something was going on.
You're not meant to use the showroom toilets, you know.
I lost all my dignity at that point.
Good. Stop laughing.
Morning.
Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to explore what the IKEA in Malaysia has got to offer. We have recently moved into Jacob's auntie and uncle's apartment. Now that we're a bit more settled, there are a few little bits that we need. So we thought we would head to IKEA and see what we can find, and hopefully we get everything we need.
Yeah.
And also we want to check out the food court, don't we?
Yeah, definitely. I'm just going to warn you as well. Emma calls it IKEA rather than IKEA, so sorry about that.
We actually did go yesterday. We did try to go yesterday. We got there and it was closed. But what was really cool is there was a guy standing in front of the door and he was like, oh, sorry, it's closed. There was like a big sign up and we were like, oh. Just as we were kind of like, oh, this woman appeared as if out of nowhere, produced some curry puffs and a 10 ringgit off voucher for the restaurant to say sorry for the fact it was closed.
Yeah, it was just closed for one day and we just so happened to go there that day. But
to get some free curry puffs and a 10 ringgit voucher, we were like well chuffed then, weren't we?
Yeah, in England they'd just have closed and there wouldn't be any explanation probably.
Anyway, let's head to IKEA.
Yeah.
Got your bag. First item, hangers. I have brought far too many clothes with me. Didn't realise until we picked up all our luggage how much stuff I brought. I almost feel ashamed. Bearing in mind, we've lived on like hand luggage, haven't we, for the last like 5-6 weeks. And now we've picked up all our like proper luggage. I'm like, why did I bring all this stuff? So had to buy extra hangers. You already done? We've been here 5 minutes. Feet. Jacob struggles with the plural of foot. Next purchase, body puffs, just because I didn't bring any with me. I don't need 3, but they only come in a pack of 3. I love how it's got all the like different sections on it as well. That's quite cool. We're not getting that. This is something out of Star Trek.
Yeah, it's cool.
This is just your room all over, isn't it? This is exactly what you'd want. We've got some storage cubes to separate out our bits in the drawers, and some biscuits, which are completely necessary. Got a little lamp. It looks like a toilet brush, but it actually is quite cute, just for next to the bed. Right, we've got the most giant mouse mat in the world to protect the table from the laptop and the mouse and the keyboard and everything. We've got a few little baskets just to put our bits in the cupboards and stuff. 3 ringgit each. Do you want to show our little creation?
So we've got this little mirror and then we've got this, which is a USB LED light strip. And the plan is to stick it around here and make our own little...
Basically, I need good lighting for doing my makeup and stuff. And the light up mirrors were like 129 ringgit or something.
So we're trying to make it for that.
We thought we'd just make our own. We got another adapter because we think we're going to need one for the mirror. Right, we've gone for this little unit for the bathroom, which actually looks like this, just to put in our little bathroom to put our toiletries and towels and things and whatnot on. I think we're done. Got a lot more than I thought we'd end up with, but we did have quite a big list. So we're gonna have bets on how much it's gonna come to. I'm gonna go 300 ringgit.
Well, I'm going 232.
Okay, so 300 and 232. Let's go see. It's racking up. How do you feel? You were over 100 out.
I'm optimistic, right? You're just a pessimist. That's it.
354 ringgit 50. Right, let's go get some food. Whoa, it looks busy in here.
Do you want to explain this?
I think we both decided that the queue in IKEA for the food was far too long. I assumed the lunchtime rush would be over because it was nearly 3:30, but it was not. We sat in there for a while, didn't we? And they just were not moving.
Yeah. Probably everyone using their 10 ringo off vouchers, which is a shame because obviously we haven't been able to use ours.
Yeah, it was just ridiculously busy, and we needed to eat lunch because we're going out for dinner tonight. Jacob's making his little mirror creation, which is looking good thus far. And I've just made my little bathroom unit. Looking forward to going and fill it up. The mirror is done.
The masterpiece is done.
Now for the moment of truth. See if it works. Whoa, that's quite good actually. That's really bright. It's really symmetrical. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Who needs some expensive mirror when you can just make one yourself? Barg. How's it going?
Not too bad. Just finishing up.
The drawer unit is nearly complete. Meanwhile, I've had to cut my drawer organiser down because it was too big to fit in the drawer. It seems to be fitting a bit better now. It's a few days later. Jacob's got his little mat set up now with all of his bits on it. Is it big enough?
Yeah.
What's it like to use mouse on it?
It's not too bad, but I feel like if anything, it's actually going to go the other way now, and it's going to get too sweaty.
Oh yeah, maybe. The fact that we can fit everything on this one is really good. So yeah, I've got my little drawers all built and set up now. Got all my bits in there. Really, really handy. And these were so cheap. Just to have all my stuff all organised, really pleased with. Got my little unit set up now. Well happy with this. Feel like it fits in that little corner really well. Just makes it so much more organised. I'm well chuffed with that. Got all my little boxes under here with all the electronics and things in. Again, just makes it a lot more organised. But yeah, these baskets were great. 3 ringgit each. I'm well chuffed with that. Okay, so final thoughts on IKEA. Very similar to England, I'd say. I don't feel like there was anything that was oh, this is hugely different. The layout, the way that you access everything is all the same. And then they had all the same food stuff and everything. Very similar to England, except the prices.
Yeah, the prices are a lot better.
IKEA in England is cheap anyway, isn't it? You can get really good prices in IKEA in England for furniture and whatnot, but I definitely think it's cheaper here. Without a doubt. I feel like for the amount we paid, we ended up with loads of stuff, didn't we? Some of the stuff we didn't show, but we did have a lot of stuff. Yeah, definitely glad we went, got everything we needed, really, really pleased with it.
But they've got good toilets there as well.
They've got toilets, yeah. And they were quite clean, weren't they? They were nice.
They were very clean.
Are they still clean?
After I've finished with
Basically, Jacob went to the toilet and managed to block it up, which was really quite funny because he rang me and was do you know where the chair section is or something? And I was no, I'm in the bedding section, come here type thing. And he was no, do you know where the chair section is? And I was what? And then he got cut off. Then he texted me and was I need help. I've blocked the toilet. And I was oh, great. I made my way back to the toilets.
All the meanwhile, I was bricking it because there were people outside the toilet. I could hear people talking and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just sat there, and I'd already flushed twice, so people knew something was going on if they'd been there for any longer than a minute. And
then I walked back. I tapped on the door quite quietly because I didn't know obviously which one he was in, so I thought I'll just tap on the door quietly. He didn't respond, but then text me.
Yeah, because I thought it was someone else. She didn't say, that's the thing, she didn't say she was making her way over.
Because when I replied to him, I said something you're not meant to use the showroom toilets, So I just made a joke out of it. And then yeah, tapped on the door really lightly. He didn't answer, and then I was like, oh my goodness, like imagine if I've tapped on the door of someone else. But then he straight away texted me and was like, is that you? And I just replied and said, what?
Yeah.
So
what a
he
cow.
obviously then thought it wasn't me. And obviously I then knew it was him in there. So I then went back over and knocked really loudly on the door.
I honestly, I felt more come out at that moment. If I wasn't already scared enough, I was already sweating as it was because they didn't have any aircon obviously in the toilet.
And then you hear some massive knock on the door.
Literally like boom, boom, boom.
So then I just hear this little yes. And I couldn't stop laughing. It was just the way it was like, yes. Like such a feeble little voice.
I lost all my dignity at that point. I had nothing left.
And then I didn't keep it any longer. I then was like, it's me, you did. It was very funny. Yeah. How do you rate the IKEA toilets?
2 out of 10 because I didn't flush properly.
Yeah, that's true. Keep that in mind if you ever fall short in the middle of IKEA. Anyway, so yeah, good experience and would recommend a visit, but just don't use the toilets. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.
Bye.